What's up, YouTube? I'm back again with another video. Today I'm going to be giving y'all a story time. Well, tonight is nighttime. I'm going to be giving y'all a story time about the time I got fired from my security job. I should just give y'all a story time because it is a new year. I did decide to go ahead and do the YouTube thing. I also started doing braids. Since I do braids, I did these. Cute. If you're in Dallas, Texas, book with your girl. But without further ado, let's get right into the video. So let me just get everything put on the flow. So I was working for Allied. I was the security officer. And do not get me wrong, Allied is a good company. They are a great company. No promo. They are a great company. It just depends on where you are at. Like the management, all of that. It depends on where you're at. Where I was, it was cool at first. And then it just went like it just went up in flames, baby. Anyway, so when you're doing security, you have to get fingerprints done just to make sure like you're not a criminal, you're not this, you're not that. You have to get your fingerprints done. I ended up getting my fingerprints done, but I ended up getting them done in the wrong like place. Cause the one I got done was like for $25, but the one that they needed was for $11. So I had to redo that whole process. And they sent me in for my appointment. I went to get my fingerprints, you know, it was what it was. Cool, whatever. I go get my fingerprints. I walk into the building. I'm looking at everybody that's trying to do security, get their fingerprints done. I see this one. I see this one person that was there. I'm gonna call him A. And I didn't know he was trying to get his fingerprints done for the place that I was working at. It just so happens he was just there. Y'all chain it up, blah, blah. Boom, got my fingerprints, I'm out the door. That same day or that same week, he came up there. I'm like, didn't I see you at the thing? And he's like, yeah. We, you know, hey, well, how you doing? I didn't know you were finna work here, That's how we met. We met right there. So we developed a friendship. My job. Keep this in mind. A was 39 or 40. I was only 20. A hell of an age gap. Let's start there. But since, you know, when you work with older people, y'all become friends. Like, you could be like 18, 19. You got a friend that's like 25, 26 years old. Like, it'd be like that. Unless, if they not looking at you like that, then cool. Me and A was cool. And we developed a friendship. I developed a friendship with majority of everybody there. We always friends. Me and A ended up having a miscommunication or something like that, and we was not talking for like a cool minute. Like I said, we were friends, but we had a miscommunication. I can't remember what it was about. We were just not friends. We were not cool. He didn't speak to me. I didn't speak to him. It was what it was. When you do security, you have to take a self-defense tactic class. My job, I work with other females too, and I'm friends with them. It's a 19-year-old girl in our group. No tea, no shade, but I heard that A was staring at her, but we not gonna, you know, we not gonna too much get into that, but that's what I heard. Anyway, not just what I heard, I seen it because what she had like some regular tights. Like, you supposed to come comfortable. I think I had on sweats, she had on tights, some other girls had on tights, but I think hers was a little bit more see-through, if I'm not mistaken. It don't matter. It's the fact that he should never even been staring at her in the first place. You're 40-something. This girl's 19. Get it together. We finished the class whenever me and A get back on good terms. My job, at this time, I didn't know that he was looking at her until like after we all fell out. We leave. It's the weekend, whatever. So I don't have to work. I don't have to go back to work till Friday. My job, where we was working at, Friday and Saturday. Some people was working full time, but Friday and Saturday was mainly the important days that all the officers had to be there. Only because we couldn't let people under 18 or people that are an adult over 18 be in the store or be in the mall due to a situation that happened a couple months prior to me getting hired. That's why the whole program was issued. So me and A, you know, we was like, I had texted him, like, we all had each other's number. I was just texting him about like my kid's dad, this and that, like what I was going through. His baby mama ended up coming up there. I was seeing them and stuff. You know, I'm thinking we all just friends and stuff. Cool. Well, A started liking me, and I did not like A because I was like, no. For one, you're old. For two, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not into that. I'm not into the work booze, none of that. And for three, plus at this time I was with my baby dad, and even if I wasn't with my baby dad, I still would not talk to him like in that type of way. Like I thought we was just friends. So that took a major like turn into our friendship, like to the point where it was so much tension in the room, y'all. It was so much tension, so much tension. All this goes on. March or April hit. Me, my mom, and my brother, we moved to where I'm at now. We moved to the apartment that we at now. So, like I said, we have to work on Fridays and Saturdays. I told my boss, I said, hey boss, I'm not gonna be able to come in this weekend. I'll be in next weekend. We're moving. He was like, okay, that's fine. Just come in whenever you settle down, get everything done. If y'all need help, let me know. I can, come help out. I'm like, no, we good. The weekend that I'm not there, all hell breaks loose. But let me backtrack just a little bit. Prior to me moving, there was this one new hire. She was a female. She was a short little thing. We get stationed. If you ever been in Parks Malls in Arlington, Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Every time you walk somewhere, it's an officer. And they're gonna ask you questions. If you've been in Parks Malls, you know exactly what I'm talking about, especially on a Friday and Saturday. We're all stationed somewhere. Whenever you get a new person is gonna be stationed with somebody that's been there. She was stationed with A, and I was stationed like near them, and then Donald, good friend, Donald was stationed like kind of near me, if that makes sense. So like Donald, me, and then A and the other girl. So we was wondering why the girl was so like close to A. Like why they like so close, why she always want to be next to him. Because before you get to work, you can choose where you want to be at. Like you can choose if you want to be like, oh, entrance 7, lower level, or upper level entrance 8 or 7, whatever. You can choose where you're gonna be, but first come first serve. She was like, oh, I want to be with A. So we just looking because we already know like that it was something being said that him and another coworker was also, if y'all hear the vent, it's the vent in the restroom. But him and another coworker was also like being, intimate or flirting, whatever. So the next day we come in and she said, hey, I'm gonna be stationed where A is. And they were like, no, we're gonna put you somewhere else. She did not like that. So old girl went back where A was. A didn't have no issue with it because he like, he get to talk to her whole time. He telling Shorty that he wanna, mess with her. And that letter came out from, I think it was either her or it was somebody else that was close to him that said that. It don't even matter. We all figured that out. Like we was like, oh yeah, they definitely doing something, but we didn't want to bring it up just yet. That week, prior to that week, we was moving. Friday and Saturday I took off. We moving, and like I said, I told my boss I'm not gonna be in. He was like, okay, let me know, such. I come back to work and I'm minding my business, everybody talking to me. Majority of the people that was around me knew about me and A's fallout, about like the whole situation with it. It really wasn't even a situation. It was just, he's just delusional and he's just weird and he's mad because I wasn't reciprocating the same energy. Like I'm not doing that. I'm cool with everybody still. Everybody cool with me. Everybody rocking with me. Everybody, talking to me. One of the officers come down and he comes over where I'm at and he's like,
hey, he's like, I gotta ask you something.
I'm like, what's up? He's like, did you
and A do anything? Like, do anything?
And I was like, no, who said that? He was like,
he did, because we thought you got fired or you quit, and that's the reason why you wasn't here. So we was trying to figure out, did you do something with him, because he's going around saying that.
A was at level or at entrance 6. Entrance 6 is the bridge. It's a car garage, and then it's the bridge, and then it's the entrance in the mall. If you've been on parts, you know. I said, he said, what? And he was like, yeah.
He was going around saying that y'all did this and y'all did that.
All right, bet. Mind y'all not supposed to leave from the post unless you yell it out on the radio, because it can be an incident happen where you're stationed. If you're not right there, you're gonna be in trouble. I'm not saying anything. But me, no. We finna settle this now. I go up there to him and I'm like, so hey, let me holler at you right quick. Let me holler at you right quick. I'm like, so you going around telling people that me and you know, did something? He was like,
bro, no, that's you going around doing that.
I'm like, why would I go around doing that if that's not true? It never happened. I would never even lie and say I effed you. I would never even say that I did. I would never even consider saying it, and I would never consider doing it with you ever. So why would I go around and lie? The fact is, everybody said that you said it this weekend when I wasn't here. Let's put two and two together. How am I gonna say something, or how am I gonna come up with something like that and I was not here? I wasn't even on my phone. I was moving. I'm a full-time mom and I'm moving. What? He get to yelling at me. So I'm going like this in his face because now it's a whole bigger issue. Like, you sitting up here lying and you sitting up here telling people that we did something knowing we did not do anything. Please do not lie. Please do not lie. What were I saying?
No! Peggy, I hate when people lie! Do not lie! Rolly.
You lie so hard, bro. Like, I'm like, okay. So I said, matter of fact, let's gather everybody up and pull everybody into the office so we can ask these questions, because it's not just the other officer that told me. It was another officer that told me the same thing after I got told that. Let's pull everybody into the room. Let's read the room. He like, bro,
I'm not doing this. That.
Mind you, while we was arguing on the bridge, he gets in my face and he's like, bro, chill out with that. I'm like, bro, back up, because you don't know me and I don't know you, but you're gonna find out. And I told him, I'm gonna throw your ass over this rail if you keep playing in my face. But not only that, I did tell him, I think this is why I got fired too. I told him, I got that in my car and I don't mind using it. Do I need to call my uncles up here to come and handle you themselves? Because they don't mind. So he was like, bro, ain't nobody even worried about that. Oh, you should be. You should be. Because my people won't get down. They don't play. I call, I say 913, this and this and that. I'm gonna come into the office. I go in there where the Doug is. I'm telling him everything that's going on. Who said this, who said what, And Doug just coming at me like, well, he not coming at me. He just basically saying like, y'all shouldn't be texting outside of work. I'm like, bro, we just text as friends. It's nothing more than that. So I ended up telling Doug everything that was going on, what was said, who said what, all that, because you're not gonna play with me at a place of work where I make my money to bring home to my kids. That's not gonna happen. We all, having a conversation, a discussion, whatever. They tell me to leave. I tell them I want to go home. I don't want to stay here. I want to go home. Y'all, while I walk out and I see A's radio hung up and his stuff gone. My point, you don't want to talk like. And mind y'all, when we was on the bridge, I told him, I said, you F somebody here, but it wasn't me, so don't be lying. He was like, yep, and I did. I said, okay, but it wasn't me, so stop lying. He was like, okay, cool. How are you, man? Because I want to go tell, because I'm defending myself before anything else gets out. That's not even true. All that breaks out, My job, even beforehand, it was still tension. But this right here put the icing on the cake, y'all. So me and him had to be calling at different times. They asked us, did we want to be in a room together? I said yes, because I wanted to genuinely know, why are you set up here and lie? If you had sex with somebody, tell them who you had sex with. Do not put me in the middle of that. Do not be going around lying. So that was that. So Doug called me, you telling me, by you saying this, you saying that, and we can't have that, so that's the reason why you got fired, whatever. I'm like, okay, I don't care about that. He was like, do you want to write an appeal? And I said, no, because it wasn't my fault. Y'all fired me because I told this boy that I would do. Him. I didn't even say him. I just said him. And not only that, he putting his hand in my face, touching me and stuff like that. And the man already got a DV charge. And y'all just hired this man. Now, if he had threw me over this rail, y'all would have been sick, because my mom would have definitely been suing y'all. Now what? Anyway, got fired. Yeah, so after that, I heard that A ended up coming back for like 2 weeks, and then I heard he ended up leaving. But I heard everything went down into flames after I left, actually. Like, coworkers started getting into it, ready to fight. People got caught giving brain in the mobiles. It was just a lot, like. But that is a story time about how I got fired from my security job. All because I was sticking up for myself. All because somebody decided to lie on me when I wasn't there to defend myself. And then all of a sudden when I come back to defend myself because people telling me stuff that I don't even know about, I get fired. Anyway, if y'all like this video, make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in my next video. No bars.